Kuna rambo na diambo, substance over hype. My style ni deadly. And it's 4 minutes past 7 p.m. Show ni deadly, and this is the 6 to 9 show. 6 to 9 with Latino right here on Baze Radio every single Monday, Friday from 6 p.m. to 9 p.m. Now you can get to listen to me via my Safaricom app. If you don't have it, please download it on either App Store or my Play Store. Kama uitaki kabisa, there are other two ways you can listen to me as well. That is bazeradio.co.ke and bazeonlineradio.co.ke. In this particular hour, that is 7 to 8, we get juicy and we get saucy. And today we're going to be getting juicy and saucy with Mluhya Flani. Ametoa ngoma kadhaa, tuko tunaongea hapa, off air kiasi yake because tunajuana, tumedance pamoja, tuko na history. So kuna ngoma yake inajiita Tuma Loke by Unspoken Salaton featuring Mluhya Flani of course, and The Luchi. Alafu pia tuko na Rumba ya Vijana by Dark Lord featuring Mluhya Flani, and we're going to be talking about it today. Aside from that, this guy anafanya vitu mingi. You see the same way guys will go ahead in the supermarket and buy Nivea 10-in-1. That is Amuna. And I know you're wondering who is Amuna once again. Bado ni Mluhya Flani. Now Mluhya Flani is the artist and Amuna is the dancer. So coming right up is Mayonde with Isikuti Love, followed right up by Tuma Loke by Unspoken Salaton, Mluhya Flani and The Luchi. Enjoy. Tuma Loke by Unspoken Salaton featuring The Luchi and Mluhya Flani, who is in the studio with us. And it's 11 minutes past 7 p.m. the 10th of January 2025. As a Kenyan, as a Luo, for that matter, Happy New Year, Hadi April, Nikitan 26 years. But anyway, good evening to you. This is the 6 to 9 show with me at Tino right here on Baze Radio every Monday, Friday from 6 p.m. to 9 p.m. Guy, Amuna, Mluhya Flani, na Musei, nikuite gani niache gani? Nikuite gani niache gani, truly, honestly.
Actually, Amuna is Audrey, Mukwanja, na Musei.
Oh! I feel like I'm being interviewed. Sorry, they've been hit. That is Amuna, like your first name, then the second one, then the third one.
Yes, but the two in the first two letters.
Interesting. Okay, this is so interesting. Now let's talk about Amuna kiasi yake before tuingie kwa Mluhya Flani.
Sure.
No, Amuna Kenya is the dancer, right?
Yeah.
And that's your handle across all social media platforms. Kiasi yake. So what inspired you to start dancing and how do you express your unique style?
Wow. What inspired me to start dancing? Mm-hmm. I think I just found myself dancing. Mm-hmm. I don't, it doesn't make sense, but then I did. But the event that I remember the most was, when you were young, we were living in a place called Babadogo.
I do.
So when we were there, we had this gaming parlor, like where kids used to come and play games. Mm-hmm. So there was this guy, he was called Jose. He would teach me break dancing then. That was the thing. He will teach me and then get free games. Okay. So I think that is the farthest memory I have of how I started dancing. But then eventually I went to the village for to a boarding school. So kudansi kwa ni kanisa tu, ile malitaji, kukikuwa na event mna dance juu mademu waone
una dance.
So I think that's how the passion developed really. That's how I started, and then now it wasn't very serious because then it was very passive. Okay. By the time I would close when I was in class 8, that time I was more of a I knew I loved watching people dancing, but not dancing. Your time kina David Wanda walikuwa madancer.
Okay.
Kina Wiggly. Yeah, they were so good, but I really enjoyed watching. But then when I went to high school,
yeah,
I think the school I went to, the dance culture was so big. There were 7 crews in the school.
Yeah.
So in every entertainment kuna kompe. So I think that's how I joined one group on that first enter. Na even though I think niliingia dance sasa ile kabisa.
Even though kama kwanza kudance.
Even though nikaamua kwanza kudance. Fully.
No, so you'll be having your first dance class this Saturday.
Yes.
Atika, right?
Atika dance, yes.
Able to tell me more about it. What type of dance do you do?
Atika dance, we do almost all dances because we are a dance company.
Okay.
Sometimes we do the agency duties. But then what we offer for our open classes ni Afrobeats na dancehall. those are what I'm good in as the main instructor, so that's what I am comfortable offering. Ndo nisidanganye watu.
That's so interesting. Afrobeats and dancehall.
Yes, Afrobeats means all dances from Africa. If it's Kenyan style, if it's Ugandan, if it's Tanzania music, if it's like it's like a way to sum all the dances. But like kusema ndombolo stroke Afro house stroke amapiano stroke, that is so lengthy.
Because I please, I'm a dancer. I'm also a dancer, but not as good as you are. But nilikuwa ni Afrobeats ni just particularly from West Africa, Nigeria and Ghana, and that's it.
There is that. I think Afrobeat is divided into two. There is the when it comes to dance, there is Afrobeat, like the Nigerian dance, but there is like the Afrobeats too. I think Afro dance means more of the Nigerian dance, but when you say Afrobeats, it can mean the music from Nigeria, but then it can also mean like beats from Africa, like it's African beats from Africa.
Kenya.
Yes.
Congo, but now in South Africa we have amapiano.
Yes.
But so if you want to talk about African dance in general, you just say Afrobeats.
Yes.
Oh, okay. Coming right up, you're going to be talking now to not Amuna anymore. We'll be talking to Mluhya Flani, and coming right up is Mpenzi Wangu by King Kaka featuring King Saha. Enjoy. That was Roll by LA Vibes, and it's exactly 23 minutes past 7 p.m. And in this particular hour, from 7 to 8, we get saucy and we get juicy. Now, a couple of minutes ago, I was talking to Amuna, right? Right now, I want to talk to Mluhya Flani. Let's just talk about his music. Now, a couple of minutes ago, nimewacheza Tuma Loki. By Spoken Salatol featuring Belucci, who I also know, but I'm not even going to say who he is, and Mluhya Flani. So right now we want to talk about your music. So how did you discover your passion for music?
Funny enough, I started doing music before I started dancing. Like writing music. I've been writing music like for the longest time. Like I remember when I was in primary school, I would do like write songs ilikuwa gospel. You know, that time the church was like the thing, so ilikuwa naandika mambo na gospel. But then you see now I couldn't like do music fully because it was very expensive then, kulipia studio, kufanya the whole thing ilikuwa tu inataka do sana. And then my parents are those wezi hata later story kama hiyo ati unataka kuwa msanii
hadi wewe
ati unataka kuwa msanii wewe aje. So I think that's how I niliachana nayo. Not like not doing it. Over the years I've been doing freestyles, or I'll call them cyphers. Like somebody does a song and then I do it, like I do like on the beat, I do my version of it. There's a time I did Sondeka, I did Chukua Selfie. Like I've been just doing that. I thought that one was easier. Because I don't need to like do the full production. And then how I came back is the calligraphy had a competition. What is it, in 2022 or something, for the OD bet, the rapping. I think I submitted my video. And then mpaka nikachukua madansa wa dance, backup dancers so that tushinde pesa. And then I didn't win. So nikafeel nilikuwa nimeacha hii kitu, and then I came back na sija win, so niendelee kuifanya ama. I think that's how I came back. Ningemwambia acha nifanye tu
entirely.
Acha not entirely, but let me just now be more active. Like active ama ni proactive? Active on writing, like ile intentional kabisa naandika. And then within that writing ndo hata nika discover idea ya the rapcaster through that writing. And then hivyo tu ndo nilianza kufanya ngoma sasa, kuachilia tu moja kupimia ile ya for fun, kupima hewa. Watu wanasema aje. And then until now sahi mwaka nimeamua kukaza kamba kabisa. Let's speak about your new tune, Rumba ya Vijana, featuring Dark Lord. I knew Dark Lord enzi za KU akidate Dolly Manja.
So what drives you, what drove your creativity towards rumba vijana? Because I feel like you have infused rumba, amalap of rumba, and you have infused new school ya Kenya in terms of odi dance, izo mapangale, anguka nayo and whatnot. So what inspired your creativity to write rumba vijana?
I would say this song is like a remix.
Okay.
Because during the maandamano, I told you I usually like write freestyles so many times. So I got, there's a friend of mine who had like a rumba beat. He's called like Havoc. He's called Havoc. So he had a rumba beat and I'm like, this beat is nice. And it was like this fast type of rumba.
Yeah.
So I wrote a rumba beat and like as a content though on how rumba would sound in 2050. So I put in all the Chekivile in Adonjo and some like those Anguka Nayo stuff, like those dances.
Yeah.
And then I posted it on TikTok and it like really did well.
Yeah.
Like so well. Wasa wanasema posti kama ngoma tunataka kusikia, posti kama ngoma. But then it was very rough. For lack of a better word, like si ngoma yenye naweza taka kusikia mimi nikikaa chini. Unaget? So I had this idea I was to do the song again with a guy in Dark Lord's band. He's called Tito. So nikamwambia by then nafaa tuingie studio tufanye ngoma like vizuri because he does rumba. You know, I'm more of a rapper. So he does rumba, ilikuwa tufanye. But then this day tumeenda studio, tumekana the producer called Marco.
Okay.
Akaplay mabit za rumba, wana vibe. Nikasema by the C beat inaweza enda na hii idea. And then nika try to like the first chorus na ikawak. And then I finished the writing. Lucky thing, Dark Lord was in this too. And then you know him with the vocals, he's he can't miss that. So he delivered well, and then that is how the song came to life. But that is basically the aspect of me being a dancer, and now me being also like a musician. So it was to fuse the thing, but then bring it witty in terms of this is rumba, and this is the mapangale and like the dances that people are jamming to now. Yes.
And that's how it came to be.
That's how it came to be.
So when we come back after this particular song, we have Benz for Mami, remixed by Kanambo Dede featuring Calligraph Jones. Then Kuzitoka by The Luchi once again, Unspoken Salatone again, and Mluhya Flani. Now we have Tesla in the building. Nataka kujua, how do you balance basically your lyrics and beats to tell a story when it comes to music? Okay. With that being said, guys, it's 30 minutes past the top of the hour. Keep it Baze Radio. Kuzitoka by The Luchi, Unspoken Salatone, Tesla, and Mluhya Flani, who we have currently in the studio playing in the background. And coming right up is Femi One featuring Christoph with Matipito. Oh, no, about it's 34 minutes for 7 p.m. And my name is Yateno, your host for the 6th and show right here on Baze Radio. You can get to listen to me via bazeonlineradio.co.ke or bazeradio.co.ke or my Safaricom app. Now, before that short commercial music break, I'd asked Mluhya Flani, how do you balance your lyrics and beats to tell a story in a song? Because we have the likes of Kina. I'm not throwing shade. This is just what makes Domani Munga, right? Domani lyrics zake ziko Hurlingham, right? Beat iko mahali uko thika ama something ako like nitaipata mbele ama itanifuata, I don't know. But that is what makes Domani. So my question to you is, once again, is how do you balance lyrics and beats to tell a good story?
I think you can actually be a good musician. Why? Because you are once a dancer. You know, when you're a dancer, you need to be on beat. You can't dance off beat.
Oh, you're telling me I can be a good musician?
Yes.
Bro, I'll be trauma dumping. Hey.
See, once you're a dancer, you can't dance off beat. You get?
Yeah.
And then when you even get more technical, there is now where you even have to dance to like lyrics, but still dance to the beat. So I think through that, you naturally can't sing off beat. It just comes in as you like. The way you'll dance to the beat is the same way you'll sing. That is why if you look, most Asake was a dancer. Like not all, but a lot of dancers, Matata for instance, like a lot of dancers, not a lot, but some of the dancers like become musicians and they don't suck that much. because it's like rhyming with the beat is not the problem. Other aspects can be an issue, but like rhyming with the beat, once you're a dancer, I think that is not a big issue when it comes to the artistry.
Yeah.
Yes, I think also because, like I told you, I've been writing like for long, and I've always like wanted to be a musician when I was a kid. Watching kids pop out, the likes of Masterpiece, na niko like mimi wacha mtaniona. So I think then it grew. It was like very natural to me, and I'm also like very musical. So
yeah,
I think that is how I get to match the lyrics to the beat.
Yeah.
Yes.
So anyway, what's your favorite song you've written, and why does it stand out?
Wow. The favorite song I've written.
Maybe zingine hatujui, but wewe tuambie zenye tunajua.
What is my favorite song now? Okay, the ones that are out, wow, I don't have a favorite because all of the songs really tell a story, is like a piece of me, all of the songs.
Yeah.
But the one that I love the more, that I wished to blow, was Do. It says, kama si do hatutaki your form.
Yeah.
I mean,
yeah, that makes sense. that makes sense, especially like as a content creator, as a dancer, unaambiwa kuja udance, tutakulipa na exposure. Akia nani, we have suffered in this industry.
Exactly. There is even a line that I say, unaniti exposure bado, umegoroka, utapigwa wewe badala ya show.
Boom. Tip it up by Femi One featuring Christoph. Enjoy. That was Mluhya Flani's latest song featuring Dark Lord. That is written by Vijana. And it's 9 minutes to 8 p.m. And before tuingie the next hour, I'll be having DJ Shinsky in the studio, but he's actually here with me right now as I speak. Okay? Leo nimekuwa na interviews mbili back to back. I give thanks to God, honestly. Making my job easier. But we have Mluhya Flani in the studio once again. And as we wind up, you have something called Rapcaster.
Yeah.
Basically ni kusema news but in a rapping way.
Yeah.
You know, I usually sit down and think, how can somebody think of something like this? And I'm like, I think maybe I'm just not creative enough.
What?
I swear, I'm not creative. Somebody to assemble news but rapping, bro, I'm not that creative. So what inspired you to add, rapping to news reporting and just basically adding humor?
Basically, it's just two things. One is my love for music, and then my love for media. You know, in another life, I'll be probably a journalist. Yeah. So sometimes I also do that. Like I do my own stuff, like for myself. Sinanga mafan, so najongelesha. But then this time, I think it's just something clicked in my head. Like, what if you do like news, but now make it like more interesting using music. It's just an idea that snapped on me, like on the road nikitembea. Actually, we're with the guy we're doing with right now. Nikamshow, because he was like actively engaged like in music, but then I wasn't. I was like very passive in music. So nikamshow nipeleke to studio ni rekodi idea. Yeah. And then the first time I think it was, so I thought maybe I would the first episode I did nilienda Nairobi Gossip nikaangalia story gani zimeshika. I think the first one ilikuwa Naiboy alikuwa in love, Cream de la Cream akaachwa, Eric Omondi na this guy was this Ezekiel Mutua. So I just did a whole compilation of like each story, but then rapping like as I tell them out. And then kuifanya in video bado sikuwa nimejua kuifanya kama news. So nilichukua hizo mapicha nikazieka, and then so mtu anasikiza alafu anaocha hizo mapicha venye ziko. And then the second episode I thought, by the way, what if I have like a desk and sit like in a news setting, which I thought maybe it will be interesting more for the young people. Una watch news, the setting is like very traditional news. Yeah. But then unasikia melodies and rap and so that is how it came to be. Nikafanya alone I think for 1 year, nika give up, nikaona hii kitu I make sense.
Yeah.
Watu hawaipendi, it had like 1 view, 3, 10, nikaacha. And then tena nikaanza tena tu, I don't know what happened, nikaanza tu nikasema wacha nifanye tena nione. So doing it, there's an episode that I you know, the more you do something the better you think of it.
Yeah.
So nikataka kuimba some parts, isko tu kurap plainly.
Yeah.
Chiluba was doing the recording that day. And then akaniambia ina haiwezi.
Akakwambia tu kweli
kuimba nayo kochini. Tafuta tu msema anaweza imba hizi stuff. And then the first person clicked in my head ni Adogo. So I called him, I told him, mazee, kuna part nimetaka kuimba hapa hivi lakini zina sound vibaya, thibu kama unisaidie. So that episode he did like he sang but he wasn't on the video, ni mimi na lip sync penye ameimba. And then I thought what about you just come, we do it like ikwe very passive so that I rap you sing, inakuwa more engaging. And that is how we're still doing it until now.
Mpaka sasa umemaliza. Okay. Kwa nangoja umalize. But anyway, as we wind up, what's one message you want people to take away from all your creativity? Like, you know, you're dancing, you're reporting news, but you're rapping at the same time, and now you're also an artist. So kuna ule mtu maybe anakusikia or ushatoka live. So what message do you want these people to take away from all your creativity?
I think my main message that I or even like the thing that I want people to understand when I live my life is you can actually be anything you've ever thought you can be. Or even if you never thought you can be, you wish to be, you can actually be anything. You just need to put in the work and like move towards it. You know, it's not easy, ni tough.
Yeah.
But then if you like really want it, and when you do it you feel so good, whatever it is we fanya tu. As long as inakupa hiyo furaha, ukifanya una feel now this is me.
Yeah.
Ifanye I would advise people usifanye kitu yenye una feel commanded to do. Like, you know, kuna mi paka sahi mzee wangu apendi mambo ya usanii aje.
Yeah.
Una dance aje wewe, una dance nilikupeleka shule una dance. So but then at the end of the day unaangalia unaona you know it's only you knows what makes sense to you.
Yeah.
But again, as you make the decisions, let it make sense to you, both artistically and also financially.
Okay.
Yeah.
So where can we get you in your social media?
Mluhya Flani on all social media platforms, on streaming platforms also. Bana, I'm just starting out. I don't have a lot of fans.
Yeah.
But I think I have good music.
Yeah.
Yeah, I have good music. Yeah. So out there on Mluhya Flani on every platform, you'll find me on socials, still Mluhya Flani. But you can also follow Amuna. You can also follow Amuna. Yeah. Amuna _Kenya.
Anyway, that was Amuna Kenya, aka Mluhya Flani, aka Namusei, aka Rapcaster, aka that was Mluhya Flani. Thank you so much for gracing me.
It's a pleasure.
To see you again after many years.
What?
Yes, but
more than 5 years.
Wongo.
Wallahi yake.
Kwani iliacha kudate Danley? Hiyo ni wongo.
2019.
That's the last time I saw you.
When did you see me? 2019.
That's crazy.
More than 5 years.
Hey, man, that's insane. Lil Maina with Dobe in the White, followed right up by Sick by Toxic Lyrically, and it's exactly 2 minutes to 8 p.m. You know the vibes, my love. Skip it, Baze Radio.
This is Baze Radio.
We are 254 to the core.